episode 17 of Minecraft Survival with NuttyChef. Last episode we were down in that crypt down there, and we built the death counter and gave ourselves 3 deaths, so we've officially died 3 times now. But this episode, I think I wanted to work on one of the buildings because we've made a bit of work for ourselves now, because we've built this super smelter here, and we've got to put a building around it so it doesn't just look like that. And we've also built this pumpkin farm over here, and we've got to put a building around that. We've got to finish this bridge. We've got to do some more pathways around here. I want a pathway to go through around here and into here and into the super smelter once we build that building. And just little things. There's always lots of things to do. And I also want to build a new house, because this was only supposed to be our starter house. So I also want to build that. And I think I can see some lightning damage to our roofs down there, which is unfortunate. I always try and go to sleep as soon as I can, as soon as a thunderstorm happens, because of that. It's kind of annoying, but what can you do? So yeah, but I've got some ideas for these buildings. Like I said before, I wanted a building that sort of goes in with the U shape there, and then a building attached to it that covers up this redstone, and then a smaller building here that covers up the collection area. And for the pumpkin farm, I was thinking what would be cool is to build a circle around it and build like a spaceship, like a UFO that's like crash landed into that mountain, and we can have like a villager in there that trades the pumpkins for us and the melons, and somehow incorporate the collection system into that building. So I think that'll be pretty cool. But I really want to get started on a new house, a bigger, better one, because we've got the materials for it now. And I kind of want to build it in this area here. So in between our shed and the crypt there. So we might have to take out that big tree there, just to give us some room, and a few trees on the inside of there. And because I've been looking at buildings like on YouTube, builders building buildings on YouTube, to try and get some inspiration, because I'm not the best builder at building buildings. So like these are just circles, these two, and like that house is just like a square with another square on top, sort of thing. So I was trying to get some inspiration, and I think I've come up with a pretty cool design. I built it in my test world. I don't know if it's not going to be exactly the same as in my test world, but I think I've got the ideas and the the style and the ideas and some new tricks and stuff to help me get a better looking building instead of just square or circle, and some extra details into there as well. So I built this building in my survival world, test world, and I think it turned out pretty good. So I think we can build something pretty cool here now. So yeah, we're going to have to get rid of some of these trees. I do want to keep the trees on the edge of this path here, mostly. But this building is going to have a couple of entrances, I think. I want to have one entrance sort of maybe here, so where this tree is. So we can probably take this one out. And I want to have an entrance out the back as well, sort of over here. So I want a path to lead out of here and go down here around this big tree, and then through here. So there'll be a path going straight up here, and it'll just go around here, and it'll go around here and up there, and then also turn off to go to our smelter here. And I want another entrance to our house here, somewhere around this area. So I won't take out too many trees, but I'll just take out these middle trees. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take out this big tree. No, not that big tree. Which one? Yeah, this one. And we can probably leave that big one there. So I'll sort of go around here. I mean, I know we've got to build these buildings, like this one here and the pumpkin farm, but I've got a really good idea for this one now, so I may as well build it now while I've got the inspiration for it. So I'll get busy clearing and working out what I need, and I'll come back. Okay, so I thought I'd bring you guys to my test world. This isn't my redstone test world, this is my test world for buildings. And this is what I created, so I think it's a lot better than my other houses. I saw some videos and I got some inspiration. I didn't copy the videos exactly, I just tried to take their ideas and how they built and tried to build my own. So I think it turned out pretty good, and because in the past I haven't really been good at building, and it's sort of I don't know, I sort of didn't bother doing it because I thought it was too hard or something. But I think I really like it now. I really want to make some really cool buildings. So yeah, sort of wanted to make like a grander sort of a house here with like multiple levels and detail and stuff like that. So I think I've pulled that off pretty good. So yeah, it's sort of like the shape I want, but it won't be like this in our world because we've got to work with the space that we've got. So it'll turn out a bit different, I think. And I did want to have a tower in the back here, so I didn't finish off the roof of the tower because I want to make this tower sort of the roof look like our other circular buildings. So it's sort of similar to them, so it sort of fits the theme of what we've got going on. So I already know how to do that roof, that's why I didn't put it on. Yeah, so I'm not sure about the block choice either. I like the stone bricks and the concrete here, but I'm not too sure about the granite and the jungle wood. But it looks okay, I think. And yeah, so I'm going to try and build something like this in our world. And I guess while I'm here, I'll show you around. So our first house that we built was over here. I built it here first, so I knew what I was doing. This is pretty much exactly the same. And here's our shed. This one's a bit smaller than our survival shed, but pretty much exactly the same idea. Over here I've started on a crypt, but that's as far as I got here before I built it in my survival world. We didn't end up using the glass here. This is a smaller version of our nether portal. I was just trying to get the idea down. And our riverside house I really struggled with. And this is what I first built, and I was just like, oh man, this is so crap. Like, so I started again and came up with this, which is a bit better. But yeah, like still it's like a square with a square on top. So in our survival world, it does look a bit better than that. But yeah, sort of same idea with this retaining wall and things like that. So yeah, let's go back to our survival world and try and build something that looks like this. Alrighty, so I've cleared some trees out. Tried to leave as many next to the path as I could. We might need to clear a few more out, but we'll get to them if we need to. So let's have a look at the shape we've got going on here. Try and get an idea of what shape the house is going to be. So I want the front entrance to be here, so we can come off this path into it. And I'm not sure if I want to actually connect the house to our shed and even have like a door like going into it. That would be pretty cool. And then like the room here of our house could be an extended part of our storage. I don't know how we're going to connect it though, so I might not do that. I might just have another entrance here that just goes in to an entrance here, but the roof won't actually connect, because I don't think the roofs are they're not gonna go together, are they? So yeah, that's a tough one, and we're very close, so there won't be a big space here in between the buildings, so we'll have to plan that out. So we'll have to sort of go across like this and maybe jut out a little bit there for our entrance here. And then we'll sort of have to figure out a shape. So, and it can sort of go out that way. And I sort of want the tower to be where those trees are. So we might just get rid of some of those trees over there actually. I think that'll look pretty cool. So let's just, I've got some wood here, so we can just sort of lay out our foundation, our pillars. So we want the entrance to be here, so there, and maybe 3 gap there. And then that's going to be very close to here, isn't it? So maybe we take it further. We really don't have a lot of space here, do we? Maybe we just go with that and see how we go. So, and then I want this to be the main building. So the entrance actually juts out. And I want to try and do that every single block, or as many blocks as I can on camera. So, because a lot of my videos I've been trying to finish something off before I end the video. That's why they've been going for like 30 minutes, because I feel like I have to finish it, like the pumpkin farm or the death counter or the smelter. I feel like I have to finish it before I end the video, and then I feel like I'm rushing myself. So I think it's better if this takes 2 episodes, then that's okay. I'll just give that style a go. So let's get rid of some of this dirt. Let's go like that. So there's a 3 gap, I think. And then we'll just continue that again. I think we can just get rid of some of this. And then another 3. That's 2. There. And here. And the thing you got to think about while you're doing this is how the roof is going to look, and how how the roof's going to connect up, and how the second story is going to sit on top. So it's a lot harder than you'd think, at least for me, because I haven't built like this before. So 3. So let's just take all those up by 2. So we're on the same level here. I think it's okay if we leave this dirt in, because I want to not just make it flat. I want it to meld into the terrain. I think that'll make it look better. And yeah, we really don't have a lot of room here, do we? And this is a too wide. Okay, so got a main hallway here, a main room here. So where do we want to take it from here? Over this way, I think. Maybe off here. Let's take it even further down, because we've got room this way. So we don't have room that way yet, so let's just keep a 3 wide gap everywhere. And then this could be where our other entrance is that we were talking about, that I want to connect to this path here. So I think I want it to be even further. Let's go even further. There's nothing stopping us. And maybe, because we've got it going like that, we make it even wider, because it's very long and narrow in here. And I can't go wider this way. So let's actually take this out by 3 here, because we've got the room here. I think once the building gets high enough, it'll actually be high enough over those trees that the roof won't get in the way of the trees. So let's try that. Okay. I'm trying to keep it simple with the 3 gaps everywhere. But obviously I don't want to make it a square. Get rid of that one. So we could get rid of these middle ones. Or do we keep them? So it comes in like this and then opens up into a bigger area here. We want our tower to be here, and the tower, I think we put all the walls in, and I found in my test world there that it was easier to put the tower in after I've done the walls, so it sort of just cuts in, and then but before you do the roof, so the roof sort of melds around the tower. So what are we going to do here? We can have this is a 5 gap. Yeah. That's cool. So we can have our secondary back entrance right here, I think. We can get rid of this tree so it's not in the way. So let's take it like this. I think. Yep. Okay. So now we've got some sort of shape happening here. So the roof would go across, and then there'd be a second story, I think, so that this wouldn't be, yeah. Okay. I think I've got something in my head that's sort of working with the roof. I'm thinking of how it's all going to connect, like the roof's going to go this way, and then on the second story it'll sort of go the other way, crossways maybe. So let's build this up, and the good thing is if we get something we don't like, we can always tear the whole thing down and build it again. So let's actually take these up by quite a bit, I think. The entrance ones actually don't go up by too much, but these main ones do. Let's get rid of that for now. And yeah, so I was thinking about my building style and how I'm not very good at it. And yeah, you've really got to, like anything, like learning redstone or anything in this game, or anything in real life really, like you've got to hurt your brain to actually get better at something. So if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're not going to get better. You actually have to hurt your brain and do something new, otherwise you won't get better. So that's what I'm trying to do here. And I'm really enjoying it. I enjoyed building that house. I was like, oh, I can build a cool looking house, you know? I mean, there's a lot better looking houses out there, but it's a start. Okay, so we've come this far. So now I think we've got to connect them all like this. And what this guy did was, at the beginning at least, this guy that I was watching, I can't remember who it was, he sort of had them sticking out like this, which I think looks cool, adds a bit of detail. And I think we can put beams across here as well, connecting all the way over to there. So I'll get these in. I think I can get these in and come back after that, because it's not exactly rocket science what I'm doing here. I'm just connecting all of these pillars at this level to get ready for the second floor. So I'll be back. Okay, so all the frame for the bottom story is in now. I just wanted to show you these, cop it. Just wanted to show you these entrances. So like, I thought it was a cool idea. Like, instead of just where there's a wall, just put a door. Actually make the doorway a whole thing on its own. So the door would be, instead of putting the door here on this wall, make a whole thing that sticks out, adding more depth, and put the door here. So I thought that was a cool idea. And the way the guy had it was just to sort of have it coming out like that. You can get rid of these ones. And it has its own little roof on it as well, so adds even more detail. I think that's what it's all about, like not just having a flat wall or a flat surface, sort of trying to make it have more detail, you know? So now that we've got the frame in, we can start on the second floor here, and we don't want it to be the same shape as the bottom floor, and we've got to think of the roof as well and how the roof is going to work. So I think like we could start here. Let's just give that a go. So there could actually be a roof here. So we want the blocks to come out this way. Should probably use dirt for that. We want the wooden blocks to face forward so we can see a bit of them poking out when we make the roof. And so it could be a triangle roof going towards this wall here, which we've marked out here. So this part won't have a second story, but we can have a second story here. I think that will go all the way down here, I reckon. Actually, no. Make it go one further back. So this part has a roof as well. Maybe we get rid of this, I think. Yeah, let's get rid of all of this, except we want our tower in here as well. So I think we'll just leave that for now, pretend that it's gone. So let's just get rid of it, whatever. It's annoying me. So we don't want it to be too square shaped, and we need somewhere to put our tower. So I think we're going to snuggle our tower into like right here, up against this triangle here, into the build. So let's think about this. So there's going to be another, got cobblestone here. There's going to be another triangle roof here. Let me up there. Like this. Going into our wall right here. And I think this could have a triangle roof going that way towards the main part of the house, or this could be a balcony. I think this will be our balcony like we had it in our test world. That'll be pretty cool. So we can have a triangle roof going that way, one coming that way, and then this main building can have a triangle roof going perpendicular to those ones. I think would look cool. We could even have the roof going right across the balcony, but have it the walls open here like a balcony, maybe. I don't know. But I think we're getting towards the end of this episode now. We're running out of time. But yeah, we've got the main structure in here. Just got to extend these pillars, and so next episode we can start working on the walls and the roof, and maybe we'll get it done next episode. So yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. This has been NuttyChef, and I'll see you in the next episode.